Angels are saying, he showed your picture to a psychic. He began shivering. She revealed to him that your angels are whispering something unusual tonight. They say your picture was placed before a psychic, and the moment his eyes touched it, his body began to tremble. He wasn't just looking at an image, he was staring at an aura, a light so intense that his spirit shook. He couldn't breathe, he couldn't move, because what he saw in you was not ordinary. He whispered with fear and reverence, "This soul carries something divine." The psychic saw the unseen layers around you, colors that don't exist in this world, a vibration that only angels can release. He said, "You are not just walking this earth as another human, you are carrying a prophecy, a secret destiny that was hidden since your birth." He revealed that heaven marked your journey long before you opened your eyes. Every struggle you faced was never random. Every heartbreak was a carving, shaping you into the vessel of something greater. The psychic declared, "This one has been chosen. This one carries light for generations to come." And the angels smiled. Because they already knew. They had circled your name in fire, protected you from unseen traps, guided you when you thought you were lost. And today, they made sure you heard this: you are not ordinary. You are not forgotten. You are the one written in heaven's book of miracles. So don't doubt yourself anymore. Don't shrink your light for anyone. The reason he trembled was because your spirit is too vast for this world to hold. And very soon, the same energy that shook him will be revealed before many. Your season of recognition is here. Your picture was just a key, the real story is about to unfold through your life itself. Stay until the end. Because this is not a coincidence. This is confirmation. The vision did not end there. After the psychic trembled, silence filled the room. His eyes refused to look away from your picture because something sacred was unfolding. The angels say he saw a crown above your head, but it was not made of gold or silver, it was woven with light. Every thread carried the weight of prayers answered, battles fought, and victories still waiting for you. He whispered, "This soul carries a key. A key not forged by hands of men, but shaped in the heavens." He said, "The reason your path has been different, the reason people cannot forget you, the reason even in the darkest moments your spirit kept rising, is because heaven placed within you a hidden treasure." The psychic's voice shook as he revealed, "This person has been chosen to unlock doors that others cannot open. Wherever they step, doors of destiny begin to shift. Whoever stands near them begins to feel change in their life." Angels surrounded that moment, reminding him that you are more than just flesh and bone, you are carrying divine fire. They revealed that your name has already been spoken in higher places, written where mortal eyes cannot reach. The reason he shivered was not fear of you, but awe of the power that follows you. And now, heaven is making sure you hear this truth. Every closed door is about to answer to your key. Every delay is about to bow before your appointed time. Every shadow that tried to hide your value is already trembling, because the light around you is too strong to remain hidden. This is why angels are speaking now. This is why your picture shook him. Because you are not entering a normal season, you are walking into a divine unveiling. Stay until the end. Because what is coming next is beyond imagination. The angels are not finished. They say after the psychic trembled, he closed his eyes and entered a vision so powerful it left even him speechless. In that vision, he saw you walking through a path surrounded by shadows, yet above your head there was a blazing light that no darkness could touch. Every step you took shook the ground, and every shadow fell back as if it recognized your authority. He whispered, "This one is not ordinary, this one carries a seal. A seal placed by heaven, invisible to the world but undeniable to the spirit. It is why people stare at you longer than they should. It is why some envy you without reason. It is why even in silence, your presence speaks." The psychic revealed something deeper. He said your picture was not just a photo. It was a mirror of destiny. He saw names written around you, names of those who will rise because of you, lives that will change simply by crossing paths with your journey. He saw rivers opening where there was no water, and doors unlocking in places that were sealed for years. Angels leaned closer and said, "This is the season of unveiling. No more hiding, no more questioning, no more shrinking back. The reason heaven brought this message before you is because what is within you is about to be seen by the world. Your aura, your calling, your divine assignment, it is about to manifest so clearly that even those who once ignored you will not be able to look away." The trembling was a sign. The vision was confirmation. And now, the angels declare, the time has come. Your story is shifting, your atmosphere is changing, and your destiny is no longer waiting at the door, it is stepping inside your life right now. Stay until the end, because what you are about to see is the very thing that made him shiver. The angels say the vision grew even stronger. The psychic, still trembling, felt his spirit lift into another realm. And there he saw your name written on a scroll of fire, a scroll guarded by warriors of light. Each letter of your name burned with brilliance, and every flame carried a promise yet to be fulfilled. He gasped and whispered, "This one is chosen to shift generations." He revealed that your journey is not just about you, it is about those who will find healing through you, those who will find direction because of your light. He said your energy is like a river, it cannot be contained. Even when blocked, it finds another way to flow, and wherever it flows, life begins to bloom. The angels added, "This is why no obstacle could hold them down. This is why every setback turned into a setup. Because their destiny was never meant to be delayed, it was meant to be displayed." Then the psychic's voice cracked with awe as he revealed what he saw next. He said there was a golden door in front of you, larger than anything he had ever witnessed. Written on it were the words, "Appointed time." As you approached, the door began to open by itself, and light spilled out so radiant that even in his vision, he could not look directly at it. He declared, "The one whose picture you showed me, their appointed time has arrived. Nothing can stop it now. No hand can close what heaven has opened." The angels rejoiced, because they knew you needed to hear this now. They wanted you to know that what is unfolding in your life is not random, it is orchestrated. The trembling was only the beginning. The vision was the confirmation. And the open door is the undeniable truth that your season of manifestation is here. Stay until the end. Because the next revelation will not only shock you, it will crown you. The angels say the golden door that stood before you finally opened wide. And when the psychic tried to describe what he saw inside, his voice broke, because words felt too small for such a vision. Beyond that door was not just light, it was a whole realm, a treasury of blessings, promises, and divine moments that had been waiting for you since the beginning of time. He said, I saw crowns placed on shelves, each one shining with a name written on it. And one crown glowed brighter than the rest, because it carried your name. He described a table prepared with scrolls, each scroll holding chapters of your story that have not yet unfolded. He revealed that inside those scrolls were victories you have not yet touched, opportunities you have not yet seen, and blessings you cannot even imagine. The angels declared, this is why the trembling happened. Because the energy around this soul is not of this world. It belongs to heaven's plan, and heaven's plan cannot be stopped. The psychic saw rivers of gold flowing at your feet in that vision. He saw doors opening in every direction. He saw people rising from despair because of your presence. And then he fell silent, because he saw the hand of God placing a seal on your destiny. A seal that no man, no force, no shadow could ever remove. He whispered, this one has been chosen to walk where others could not, to see what others could not, to receive what others could not. And the angels shouted in unison, the time is now. The unveiling has begun. Nothing can cover what heaven has revealed. The trembling was a signal. The crown was confirmation. The golden door was the final proof. You are not walking into chance, you are walking into destiny. Stay until the end, because the next revelation will uncover why your journey was delayed, and why every delay is now turning into acceleration. The angels say as the golden door opened wider, the psychic could barely stand. His spirit was shaking, because what he saw next was not just a crown or a scroll, it was a seal, glowing with fire and light. And written on that seal was one word, a word so sacred that even he hesitated to say it aloud. He whispered, this seal is identity. The angels explained that for years, pieces of your life felt scattered, broken, delayed. People tried to misjudge you, misunderstand you, even misuse your kindness. But heaven never allowed your true identity to be erased. It was guarded, hidden, preserved for this very moment. That seal carried everything about who you truly are, your purpose, your calling, your destiny. The psychic saw that as soon as the seal was placed into your hands, chains that were invisible around you began to snap. Old cycles broke. Heavy weights lifted. He saw doors that had been locked for years swing open instantly. He gasped and declared, this person's delays are over. The seal has released their true timeline. And then the angels surrounded the vision with song. They sang, no more hiding. No more waiting. No more silence. The chosen one steps forward now. Their voices shook the heavens, because they knew the meaning of what you were holding. The trembling from the start, the crown in the room, the golden door, and now the seal, all of it was pointing to one truth: you are walking into the season heaven designed for you from the beginning. The psychic said, this is why the picture made me shiver. Because the moment I touched it, I touched destiny itself. I touched the seal of heaven that rests upon this soul. And now the angels are repeating the same message to you. The seal has been broken open, the identity is restored, and the world is about to see you as heaven has always seen you. Stay until the end, because the next revelation will explain what is written inside that scroll with your name, and once you know it, nothing will ever look the same again. The angels say the moment the seal was placed into your hands, something extraordinary happened. The scroll with your name began to open by itself. The psychic froze, because the air around him shifted. It was as if time stood still, and all of heaven leaned closer to watch. Inside the scroll, lines of fire began to write themselves, glowing brighter with every word. He whispered in awe, "This is not just a story, it is a prophecy." And then he read, "The one who carries this name shall rise where others have fallen. The one who carries this name shall be a light where there has been only shadow. The one who carries this name shall turn broken places into gardens, and silence into songs." The angels lifted their wings as the words unfolded further. This soul has been chosen not only to survive, but to transform. Wherever they walk, destinies will shift. Whomever they touch, healing will begin. Whatever they speak, truth will awaken. The psychic trembled again and declared, "This scroll reveals why they could never be ignored, why every trial only made them stronger, why heaven itself protects them. Because they are carrying the blueprint of change." And then came the final words on the scroll, burning brighter than the rest, "The time of waiting is over. The hidden one will now be revealed. What was stolen will return. What was delayed will accelerate. And what was silent will shout." The angels shouted together, "It is written, and it shall be done." The psychic fell to his knees, because he knew the truth. Your picture was never just a photo, it was a mirror of divine destiny. Stay until the end, because what comes next is the part of the scroll that no one has seen before, the part that names the blessings waiting with your crown. The angels say as the scroll continued to open, the psychic's hands shook so violently he almost dropped it. Because inside, written in flames of gold, were blessings with your name carved into them. Each blessing appeared like a jewel, glowing brighter than the stars. The first blessing read, "Restoration." And suddenly he saw visions of things you had lost, moments, opportunities, relationships, even finances, all of them being gathered again and returned into your hands, but multiplied far greater than before. The second blessing appeared, elevation. He gasped as he saw you being lifted, not by men, not by chance, but by heaven itself. Platforms opening, doors swinging wide, voices calling your name in places you have never been before. The third blessing unfolded, protection. Around your name he saw a shield of light, a fortress that no shadow could cross. He saw angels stationed around your life, watching, guarding, ensuring that nothing could steal what was now being released to you. And then the scroll revealed something that made even him fall silent. The fourth blessing was written in letters of fire too bright to stare at, legacy. It declared that your life will not end with you, it will echo through generations. Children, families, strangers, even nations will feel the impact of the steps you take in this season. The angels began to sing as the final words appeared, crowned. And he saw once again the crown that glowed for you, being lowered gently from the hands of heaven onto your head. It was not a crown of gold or silver, but of authority, light, and destiny fulfilled. The psychic whispered, almost unable to speak, "This scroll is not just a blessing, it is the proof that heaven has already decided. Their time has come. Their crown is waiting. Their blessings cannot be stolen." And the angels thundered in agreement, "So it is written, so it shall be done." Stay until the end, because the next part of the scroll reveals the faces, yes, the actual people, who will be sent into your life as carriers of these blessings. The angels say the scroll did not stop at blessings. As the fire on the parchment burned brighter, images began to rise from it, faces, real faces of people destined to enter your path. The psychic froze, because these were not random figures. Each one carried a role, a mission, a piece of the puzzle for your future. The first face appeared surrounded by light. The angels whispered, "This is the helper. Someone chosen to lift you when the weight feels unbearable, someone whose hands were assigned to carry part of your burden so you can walk lighter. This person will come with no agenda, no mask, only a pure assignment to help." The second face emerged, clothed in honor. The angels declared, "This is the connector. A person who holds doors you could never open on your own, someone whose presence will usher you into places your name has been waiting to enter. When they arrive, everything that was locked will suddenly respond." The third face rose out of the fire with tears in their eyes. The angels said, "This is the healer. Someone who will carry balm for wounds you thought would never close, someone who speaks into the broken places of your heart, bringing restoration where silence once lived." And then the final face appeared, brighter than the rest. The angels bowed their wings as they whispered, "This is the partner of destiny. Not just a companion, but a soul tied to your mission, someone who walks beside you as your vision expands, someone whose steps are written next to yours in heaven's book." The psychic's body shook as he saw these faces, because he realized your life is not meant to be walked alone. Heaven has already assigned people to lift, connect, heal, and walk beside you. Each one will arrive in perfect timing, carrying exactly what you need. The scroll then closed itself with fire, sealing the vision. The angels declared, "Now the pieces are coming together. Now the hidden will be revealed. Now destiny will meet you face to face. Stay until the end, because the next revelation will not just show you who is coming, it will reveal why the heavens waited until this exact moment to release them into your life." The angels say the psychic kept asking, "Why now? Why after all these years does the scroll open? Why were these blessings, these faces, these doors not revealed before?" And heaven answered with thunderous clarity. The angels declared, "Because timing is everything." They revealed that heaven had been preparing you in silence. Every delay was not rejection, it was protection. Every closed door was not punishment, it was preservation. You were not being denied, you were being refined. The psychic saw visions of your past, times when you thought you were forgotten, moments when you almost gave up, seasons when you felt invisible. And the angels said, if it had come then, it would have broken them. But now they are ready. They explained that the blessings in the scroll are weighty, and only a heart that has been tested can carry them without being destroyed. The faces you are about to meet were not delayed by accident, they were being aligned, moved into position, prepared to step into your story at the exact second heaven opened the door. The psychic trembled as he saw the truth. The crown had been waiting, the scroll had been sealed, the helpers and partners had been chosen long ago, but all of it was locked behind the word, appointed time. And now, the angels declare, the appointed time has arrived. This is why the picture made him shiver. This is why the scroll opened. This is why heaven is speaking now. Because the silence has ended. The hidden season is over. The unveiling begins today. The psychic whispered in awe, this is not just destiny, this is divine timing. Stay until the end, because the next revelation will not only explain why you were preserved, it will show the reward of everything you endured in silence. The angels say as soon as the words, appointed time, echoed, the scroll began to glow even brighter, and what appeared next were not just promises, they were rewards. Rewards for every silent tear, every hidden battle, every night you thought no one was watching. The first reward written was compensation. The psychic gasped as he saw everything stolen, everything denied, everything delayed begin to return to you multiplied. He whispered, this soul will not just recover, they will overflow. The second reward burned on the scroll, vindication. He saw the lies that were spoken against you dissolve into nothing. He saw those who doubted you watch in silence as heaven lifted you higher than they ever imagined. The angels declared, every injustice is about to be turned into honor. The third reward appeared like rivers of light, joy restored. The psychic saw laughter returning where sorrow once lived. He saw your face shining with a glow that could not be dimmed, and he realized heaven had written happiness back into your timeline. The fourth reward blazed with intensity, acceleration. The angels cried out, what was delayed for years will happen in days. What was slow will suddenly run. What was pending will now burst open. And then the final reward appeared, larger than the rest, recognition. The psychic fell to his knees as he saw your name being spoken in places it had never been spoken before, doors of influence opening, platforms rising, voices calling for you. Heaven declared, this one will not remain hidden. The world shall see what heaven has seen all along. The scroll closed itself again, sealing the rewards with fire. The angels sang, the waiting is over. The season has shifted. The rewards have begun. The psychic whispered with awe, no tear was wasted. No pain was wasted. It all became the seed for this harvest. Stay until the end, because the next revelation will unveil the greatest gift of all, the one blessing that is higher than crowns, higher than scrolls, higher than rewards itself. The angels say the psychic thought the scroll was finished. The rewards had been written, the seal had been broken, the crown had been shown. But then, a new fire burst across the parchment. The scroll opened one last time, revealing not just blessings, not just promises, but something greater. He whispered, trembling, this is not reward, this is relationship. And written in blazing letters was the greatest gift of all, presence. The angels declared, more than crowns, more than doors, more than recognition, heaven is giving them presence. The nearness of the divine, the constant company of the light, the voice that never leaves, the hand that always guides. The psychic saw it clearly: you were never meant to walk alone. Every blessing was powerful, every reward was priceless, but the true treasure is that heaven itself has chosen to dwell with you. Wherever you go, light will go. Whatever you face, power will face it with you. Whenever you speak, authority will flow through your words because presence is with you. He cried out. This is why they trembled when they saw the picture. Not just because of destiny, not just because of blessing, but because the presence that surrounds them is undeniable. They carry the signature of heaven. The angels sang louder than ever before, "This one shall never be forsaken. This one shall never be abandoned. This one carries the presence." And the scroll sealed itself with fire, as if to say, nothing can erase this truth. The psychic fell silent, unable to add another word. Because he knew, everything else can fade, crowns can be taken, doors can close, rewards can be delayed. But presence remains. Presence is eternal. Presence is the greatest gift. Stay until the end, because the next revelation will not just describe what you carry, it will reveal where you are being sent with it. The angels say after the scroll sealed itself with the word presence, the psychic thought it was over. But then, the ground beneath him shook, and he heard a voice that was not his own. A voice that echoed like thunder and whispered like a song at the same time. It said, "Now that you know who you are, it is time to know where you are being sent." And suddenly the scroll opened again, not with words this time, but with visions. The psychic saw you standing at the edge of a great field, and in that field were countless souls walking in darkness. The moment you stepped forward, light poured from your steps, and paths began to appear where none existed before. The angels declared, "This is the assignment." They are being sent as a light bearer. Wherever they walk, clarity will come. Wherever they stand, hope will rise. Wherever they speak, chains will break. The vision shifted, and the psychic saw doors opening in different lands, faces from many nations turning toward you. He whispered in awe, "They are not just chosen for themselves, they are chosen for others. Their destiny is tied to awakening, their path connected to lifting those who cannot rise on their own." Then came the final revelation. The angels circled around you and said, "This one will be sent into places others could not enter. They will be a voice where silence ruled, a light where shadows dominated, a healer where wounds were deep." This is why the trembling began. This is why the crown was shown. This is why the scroll opened. Because they are being sent with presence. The psychic's hands shook as he tried to describe it, but all he could say was, "This is not just a destiny. This is a mission." The angels lifted their wings and thundered, "Go. The time has come. The assignment begins now. Stay until the end, because the next revelation will uncover the very first sign, the proof that your assignment has already started to unfold before your eyes." The angels say after the assignment was revealed, the psychic begged for one answer: how will they know it has truly begun? What is the very first sign that destiny is moving? And heaven responded. A whisper that shook the air declared, "The first sign will not be hidden, it will appear right before their eyes." The psychic saw a vision of you waking up and sensing a shift in the atmosphere. A familiar place will suddenly feel unfamiliar, as if light has filled the room in a way you cannot explain. That moment will not be ordinary, it will be the first sign. The angels added, they will notice people drawn to them without reason, conversations opening that they never planned, doors swinging wide without knocking. This will be the second sign, the invisible hand of destiny arranging meetings, aligning paths, making the impossible look effortless. Then the psychic saw something greater. He saw your name being spoken in circles you have never entered. He whispered in awe, they will not chase it, the blessing will chase them. Their name will rise in rooms where their feet have never stood. And the angels thundered, this is the third sign, that heaven has gone ahead of them. But the final proof was the most powerful. The scroll revealed that when your first assignment begins, your spirit will feel it before your eyes see it. You will sense peace where you once felt fear, boldness where you once felt hesitation, and clarity where there was once confusion. The presence will confirm it to you from within. The psychic fell silent, tears in his eyes. He whispered, these are the signs. Watch carefully. For once they appear, nothing can turn back what has been set in motion. The angels lifted their wings and declared together, the first sign is near. Stay awake. Stay aware. For the unveiling has already begun. Stay until the end, because the next revelation will expose the hidden opposition, the unseen resistance that tried to stop you before, but is now powerless against your rising. The angels say as soon as the signs were revealed, the psychic's face turned pale. He asked trembling, if their assignment is this powerful, then who tried to stop it before? What was the force that delayed them all this time? The scroll burned again and showed a shadow, faceless, restless, constantly moving. The angels explained, this was the hidden opposition. Not flesh and blood, not a single person, but a pattern, a cycle woven to block their rise. It whispered lies, it built delays, it used people as tools to drain their strength. It kept them wandering in circles, always close but never arriving. The psychic gasped as he saw images of times you were almost at the breakthrough, almost at the promise, but something unseen shifted the path. He whispered, this is why doors closed. This is why betrayal struck. This is why they felt unseen, because the opposition feared what they carry. The angels thundered, but hear this truth, the opposition has failed. The trembling of the psychic was the proof. The seal was broken, the scroll was opened, the crown was shown, because the cycle is broken forever. No shadow can touch what heaven has released. He saw the shadow shrinking, melting away as light poured over it. The angels lifted their swords of fire and declared, the one who was hidden will be hidden no more. Every barrier has collapsed. Every delay has ended. Every opposition has bowed. The psychic whispered with awe, this explains everything. Their silence was not weakness, it was war. Their waiting was not wasted, it was victory in disguise. And now, nothing can hold them back. The angels sang together, the hidden opposition has been exposed. The rising cannot be stopped. Stay until the end, because the next revelation will not just show what tried to stop you, it will reveal who is about to stand with you, divinely chosen allies that will walk beside your destiny. The angels say once the opposition was broken, the scroll shifted again. But this time, instead of shadows, radiant figures began to rise. The psychic whispered, "These are not obstacles, these are allies." The first figure stepped forward with a torch in their hand. The angels declared, "This is the one who carries light for their path." A guide, a voice of wisdom, someone who will appear at the right time to show them which way to turn. They will not walk blind anymore, clarity will walk beside them. The second figure appeared holding a key. The angels said, "This is the opener of doors." They were assigned to hold access, to unlock places no one else could. When they step in, locked gates will crumble, and rooms once unreachable will suddenly welcome them. Then a third figure rose, wrapped in garments of strength. The angels whispered, "This is the defender." They will shield, they will intercede, they will stand in silence when battles rage. Their loyalty is not human choice, it is divine appointment. Finally, a fourth figure emerged, brighter than all the rest. The psychic fell to his knees as the angels thundered, "This is the destiny partner." Not just a friend, not just a helper, but one whose steps are woven into theirs. Together they will build, together they will rise, together they will carry the weight of heaven's plan. The psychic trembled as he saw these allies surround you, forming a circle of light. He whispered, "They will not be alone again. Destiny has sent companions, heaven has chosen protectors, the path will be walked together." The angels lifted their wings and declared, "The allies are coming. The circle is forming. The journey is shifting from lonely struggle to unstoppable victory. Stay until the end, because the next revelation will show the very first place these allies will appear, and once it is revealed, you will know the journey has already begun." The angels say after the allies were revealed, the psychic pressed forward and asked, "Where will they first appear? How will this circle of light step into their story?" The scroll opened again, and instead of words, a vision unfolded. The psychic saw you standing in a familiar place, a place you have walked many times, perhaps overlooked, perhaps underestimated. And suddenly, in that ordinary setting, extraordinary faces began to show up. The angels whispered, "The first place will be close. Not far, not unreachable. The first ally will arrive in the circle of your daily life, disguised as ordinary, but carrying extraordinary keys. Watch carefully, for they will speak words that feel strangely timely, as if heaven put them in their mouth." Then the scroll revealed the second sign. The psychic saw doors in unexpected locations, an invitation, a meeting, a simple encounter that looked accidental. The angels declared, "This is the connector appearing." They will not come with thunder or lightning. They will step quietly, but when they arrive, entire doors of destiny will unlock in silence. Next came the defender. The psychic saw a figure standing beside you in moments of pressure. Not seeking attention, not asking for recognition, but shielding you when you least expect it. The angel said, "They will not announce themselves, but you will feel safer, stronger, covered when they stand near." And then, the final vision. The scroll glowed brighter than ever, and the psychic fell silent as he saw the destiny partner stepping into the frame. The angels thundered, "Not just a meeting, not just a face in the crowd. This is alignment. When they arrive, you will know, because everything around you will shift. Peace will settle, clarity will come, and your spirit will whisper, "This is the one written beside you." The psychic trembled as the scroll sealed once more. He whispered, "The first place will look normal, but it will not be normal. The first faces will appear quietly, but they will not be ordinary. Heaven is disguising destiny in familiar places." The angels lifted their wings and cried out, "Stay awake. Stay aware. The first place is closer than you think. Stay until the end, because the next revelation will not just tell you where they appear, it will reveal the very moment that confirms it beyond doubt." The angels say after the first place was revealed, the psychic begged to know, what will be the exact moment that proves their allies, their partner, their helpers have truly arrived? The scroll opened with a blast of light, and what unfolded was so specific it left him speechless. The angels declared, the confirmation moment will come when something inside them shifts before anything outside does. They will feel it first in the spirit, a sudden calm where there used to be chaos, a sudden boldness where fear once lived. That inner shift is the first confirmation. Then the scroll revealed the second proof. The psychic saw you standing in a room filled with noise, but the moment your ally steps in, silence will fall, not silence in sound, but silence in your heart. Suddenly, you will know. The angels said, their presence will feel like alignment. You will not have to question, it will resonate with your very soul. The third moment appeared in fire. The psychic saw doors opening without you knocking, invitations arriving without you asking, opportunities calling your name without effort. The angels declared, this is heaven's signature. When the allies are near, destiny will accelerate. And then came the final confirmation. The scroll burst into golden flames, showing you and your destiny partner side by side. The air itself glowed around you. The angels thundered, this is the undeniable sign, when they appear, the atmosphere will shift. Time will feel different, peace will wrap around you, and every part of you will whisper, this is not coincidence, this is covenant. The psychic fell to his knees, whispering, the exact moment will not be subtle, it will be overwhelming. The heart will know, the spirit will confirm, and the world will align. The angels lifted their wings and cried out together, the moment is coming. Watch for the shift. When it happens, destiny will no longer be approaching, it will already be here. Stay until the end, because the next revelation will uncover what happens after that moment, the unstoppable chain of events that begins once destiny finally collides with your life.